Hey everybody, it's Nathan and Alyssa here from KBL Texas Homestead, and today we're going to be actually doing something a little bit different. We were shouted out by two great channels to answer 10 questions about homesteading. Those two great channels are Paige Family Homestead and East by West Farms. We are so sorry that it has taken us what seems like forever to get back to this and answer these questions. With everything going on, we had some personal life stuff going on, and with the pandemic and having to become overnight teachers and all that kind of stuff with the kids, we kind of fell off a little bit, but we are catching up and we are so excited to be getting back on track, and shout out to those channels and get to answering these questions.
So if you haven't done it already, Paige Family Homestead, Our Journey Back, y'all go check them out. They have a great channel. They do an array of things. They have
lots of experience.
Lots of experience. They have cooking videos. They have planting videos, and they just have an array of different content on their channel. They've got a video out about where they started and they used to farm and the amount of animals that they've had.
Goals for sure.
Yes, for sure, goals for us. They had a lot of animals at one time, and they're
trying to get back to that.
Getting back into it. So y'all go check them out. Again, it's Paige Family Homestead and Our Journey Back. Go check their channel out. If you haven't, like, subscribe, and let them know that KBL Texas sent you by. We'd love to hear back from them and from y'all. We'd love to see that y'all went to these channels and checked them out and let them know that we sent you. Also, the second one is East by West Farms. So they almost simultaneously shouted us out. It was a little bit apart. We hadn't been able to get to it and shoot the video. All the videos that I've been uploading have been videos that were shot way back when, and I've just been uploading them because I've had them in the catch, just waiting to be edited and pushed off. So we haven't put out I haven't made no new videos, but today we're gonna sit down and get this out of the way. We want to thank y'all very much. So again, it's East by West Farms. Y'all go check them out. That's another great small channel, man. They're starting to grow.
Lots of info.
They're just getting there. They got great info. They love doing things, I'm gonna say the old-fashioned way, just by hand with hand tools and clearing. And I love that. That's something I enjoy doing here on the homestead. There's times where I just got to get stuff done and I go to my power tools because I need to get it done. But when I have the time and when I can, I love and enjoy doing stuff the old-fashioned way with just hand tools, hand saws, and old good hammer and nail, and getting stuff done that way. So East by West Farms and Paige Family Homestead.
Go check them out.
Go check them out. Thank y'all for shouting us out and getting us to this video. Okay, so let's start with question number one. What got us into homesteading?
Alright, so what got us into homesteading? My oldest daughter began to show cows, and so we really liked that lifestyle and what it took to raise a cow and animals of that nature, and so we decided to sell our house in suburbia and buy some property with a house, and decided to get some more livestock, and then we decided to get some chickens, and then we decided, hey, we are enjoying the chores and the work that it takes. So then we kind of got onto YouTube, started looking up gardening, and then we found homesteading and thought, hey, we can do this, and how rewarding it can be to be and strive to be more self-sustainable and self-sufficient, and just provide food that is more healthier for our family, and really just know where our food comes from. And I think that's what really did it for us, and we want more and we want to add more. So we're glad you guys are here to join us. All right, question number two is, what is something you want to add to your homestead in 2020?
So we've got multiple answers for this, but we're gonna start with animals that we would love to add to our homestead in 2020. Would be a milk goat and meat chickens. That's something that we've been looking at for a while now since we moved in. We're finally getting our fencing in order and are able to start bringing in more animals, new animals. We're getting our predator situation, for those who have been following the channel, our predator situation under control. And those are two animals that we definitely want to add in 2020 is milk goats and meat chickens. The second part of that answer is going to be for structural, and a big part of it was fencing. We've got our back property fenced off now so the cows can roam the whole 7 acres. The second part of that is getting the front fence built. So the front of our property, just where the house sits, there's no fencing. We have a dog, Skeeter. You've seen him probably in some of the videos. We have another dog that we just got, Duke, and they're starting to venture off toward the street and chase the mailman and the UPS guys. So we got to get our front fence put up and entry gates, so we can come in and out of the property and keep the animals in on this side. The second major deal for 2020 is adding a shop. So we want to add some type of storage structure, working structure here on the homestead. When we bought it, there was not anything of such. We got a couple of small little out sheds that we use for storage, but there was nothing really to work out of, to store big stuff in. And that's definitely a goal for 2020 is getting a shop built and installed here on the property. So question number 3 is, what is the most difficult lesson you've had to learn while being on the homestead?
And for me, that would unfortunately be that life happens and animals die. I guess in the past, when in our old house, when we lived in a neighborhood, the only pets we would have are dogs. And so when life would happen, it was more sad and more harder to accept. And so out here, it's like something that you have to accept and move on because it is part of life. So it's just a little bit different, but it's just what it is.
Definitely a tough lesson. Losing animals is never fun, but if you have a lot of animals and live anywhere, if you have a lot of animals, losing animals is part of it, and it's something we've had to learn the hard way on how to deal with and take care of.
Yep.
Okay, go.
Ready? Okay. Question number 4. What is your favorite chore on your homestead?
So I'll answer first. For me, my favorite chore on the homestead is mending the fences. I know some of y'all might think that's crazy, but we've had a lot of issues with the fences when we moved in, and we've been working on them. I've installed electric fencing out in the back pastures for the cows and the goats and the donkeys. And my favorite chore is jumping on the buggy. I take off on the side-by-side. I ride the fence lines, make sure that everything is in working order. There's no new holes or new entry points that other animals have used to come in from outside the property, or any low spots on the fencing. And and I enjoy it because I get to ride the whole property and see everything. And out here in Texas during this time of year, everything is changing on the daily. So much stuff is growing from one day to the next. Is just so different. So I really enjoy being out there riding the whole property and checking everything out.
And for me, it's going to be harvesting from the garden. There's nothing like seeing all your hard work put in and then being able to go and cut it or pull it out of the ground and then rinsing it off and just being so proud of all that hard work and getting to feed it to your family.
All right, for question number 5, it was your favorite thing to grow.
And so I think what our favorite thing to grow so far is corn. We haven't harvested any yet, but just watching it grow, and it's taller than I am, almost taller than you, I think, and it's just been really neat to watch. We've kind of had a pretty good variety of different things to choose from, but I think so far it's been watching the corn, and then once we do get to harvest that, I think it's going to be our best one yet.
That was definitely something that we could both agree on. The corn has been our favorite. I've got a video that I'm gonna be shooting. It'll be coming out about that, and it's gonna be a good one. I think y'all will enjoy it. I've learned a lot of information about corn that I didn't know about, and it's been a fun journey watching the corn sprout,
learning about it.
Yeah, learning about it, grow. It's got tassels now. The silks just started coming out, so it's gonna be an awesome video. Y'all watch for that one.
All right, the question number 6 is, what do you love most about the homesteading community?
And this one is, man, we could go on forever answering this question. There's just so many attributes that the community has. But I think one of the big deals, or the main deals about the community for me, is the support behind the community. I mean, no matter who you watch or where you go to for information, everybody is so willing to help and put their neck out there, so to speak, and give you information, whether it be right or wrong or indifferent. It's just their personal experience. That's what they've learned to do, is what they've learned to know, and they're more than willing to let you in on that information to help you out and move forward with things. And we love it. There's any questions that we have, we go straight to YouTube and find a homesteader that has posted something about it, and then we get in contact with them and ask them questions, or just watch their videos and get the answers. So we love that attribute about the community. All right, number 7 was, what's your favorite meal that you like to make on the homestead?
Okay, and I'll answer that one. So far, it's been salad. I was never one to really enjoy salad. I've learned to like it. But to be able to pull everything from right outside our garden and make it all colorful, from the radishes, from the carrots, the red and green bell pepper, just everything that you want to add into your salad, it just is so colorful and so fresh and so filling. And it's really just something that I enjoy to see and know that we grew it ourselves, and now we're able to turn around and feed it to our family. We've harvested our own food before, like we've harvested deer and been able to cook that, and that is rather rewarding. But there's something just different when it's everything from seed to putting it in your belly that is just it's pretty awesome, I think. So that would be what I would say.
Definitely our favorite.
Okay, question number 8. What is your favorite holiday?
So this is going to be a 2-answer question as well. I have mine and she has hers. But, we love all the holidays, and there's just so many good holidays to choose from. But mine here on the homestead has been Thanksgiving. We enjoyed our first Thanksgiving here, 2-3 months after we moved in, and just being able to have everybody over to the property and sit down, for a lunch or a dinner on a big table with everybody there, and everybody just communicating, talking, and passing stories along. I think it's been the favorite holiday for me so far on the homestead.
And I'm gonna go with Easter. I love Easter. Everything is brand new again. Birds are starting to be born. Everything is being born, and new beginnings and pastel colors. So I love Easter.
All right, question number 9 was, is your homestead your permanent homestead, or are you looking to create a new homestead somewhere else?
And this is kind of a hard one. While we love our homestead and we really don't have any different plans to actively sell the place or anything like that, we can see ourselves growing old here. But it's also always kind of been our dream to move to the hill country or West Texas and a little bit west of San Antonio. It would be kind of hard to decide whether or not to sell our homestead and move out that way, or to just stay here. I guess it just depends on if the opportunity arises, and then we'd have to decide. But as far as right now, we plan to stay old, grow old here and be here forever.
Yep.
All right, question number 10. What are some homesteaders that you follow and enjoy learning from?
So this is going to be another 2-part question. For me, you have a lot of channels. We've come into contact with so many great people and great channels. But one that I follow that's a big channel is Paige Family Homestead. He has a lot of stuff, and it's more of a modern homesteading channel. More like we are, but he grows stuff, he raises animals, he has land to tend to, and he has great content, great channel. He's a big channel. A lot of people are aware of him and watch him, and he's got a lot of good information on his channels. Also is Farm Hands Companion. I watch a channel called Farm Hands Companion. It's an older channel. They've been posting videos forever. And I don't even know how active he is here in the recent, but I love watching his channels. He doesn't do a whole lot of speaking. A lot of his is just written
Dialogue,
yes, on his videos, and but he has a lot of cool stuff, and he's more tended to the old-fashioned way of doing things by hand, uh, building tools by hand, living off the land, using wood from the trees that he cuts down to build log chicken coops and wood shingles and um, a pole barn. That's been my biggest interest right now is a pole barn. I was deciding whether to do a pole barn or a metal shop here on the homestead, and so he's been a channel that I've really been following and checking out.
Two of my top favorite are going to be the Elliott Homestead. I just really enjoy watching how she does things, and it's just really pleasant. And then another channel that I really enjoy is that 1870s Homestead. She is really great about showing new things and really just explaining them and how to do them. So those are my top two favorite.
And so like I said, there's a lot of channels that we love to watch and follow. One of them is not really a homesteading channel, but it is the Ridge Life. He does a lot of stuff on the homestead, stuff that he does. He's got an array of videos, from trapping to mechanical work to a deer processing video. He's just got a bunch of stuff, deer harvesting. He's a great channel we love to watch and follow. That's Tim from Ridge Life, so go check him out. Also 5M Family Farm. They're a good channel that we enjoy watching.
They're a lot of fun.
They're a lot of fun, yeah, so go check them out. 5M Family Farm. What else?
There's so many.
Yeah, also Chris with Rockin' 8. He's a great channel. I love watching. He's just a fun attitude, man. He's a good guy. He's always upbeat on his videos, and they're great videos, easy to watch. So go check him out. All right, guys, so thank you for joining us here today and answering these 10 questions for homesteaders. Again, thank you for Paige Family, Homestead, Our Journey Back, and East by West Farms for nominating us. And in closing, we have to nominate someone to continue this challenge. So we have nominated
5M Family Homestead.
5M Family Homestead. Again, we talked about them. They're a fun channel that we love to watch.
They are really fun.
He's got an array of videos. The other day he put out a video where he dinged himself on the head with a post hole driver. So y'all can go check that out. But he's got a bunch of videos. They do a lot of outdoor stuff. He does taxidermy, does some deer mounts. He cleans skulls and whatnot. So it's got a bunch of videos, good content, great stuff I enjoy, and I'm sure you'll enjoy it as well. So
go check them out.
Go check them out. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe. Let them know that.
And keep an eye out for this video. Sorry. Let them know that we sent you here at KBL Texas Homestead.
Y'all enjoy.